Yeah, I'm back, and it's Mr. Crack with the newest mixtape blog, and this blog is titled Mr. Crack Top 5 Southern Artists, and I'm going to break down my top 5 Southern artists of all time that I got on my list. So we're going to start off with number 5, and number 5 to me is Lil Wayne. Now, I would move him up higher, but I'm a little skeptical on the fact that he may have ghostwriters. I'm not sure, so I'm not positive. I done heard people state this and say this. I do notice the change and switch, but until I get some reference tracks, it's not concrete enough for me to say he got ghostwriters and to believe it. But it's substantial when you listen to the lyrics and the switch from the beginning into the middle and now at the end of it and stuff. You can see the difference, but I got Wayne at number 5 is because I really started messing with Lil Wayne like in the mid 2000s. Like when he was dropping those Squad Up mixtapes, like he was going in straight flames. So all those mixtapes and the Prefix, and then like My Father Like Son mixtape with DJ Khaled, I believe, and stuff. He was having some straight bangers, like he was going in. And the 2 albums I mess with the most by Lil Wayne is the Carter 1 and the Carter 2. I think the Carter 2 is the best that he ever put out and stuff, but at least as far as rapping is concerned. So with the Squad Up mixtapes and the Carter 1 and 2, I got Lil Wayne at number 5 in my top 5. My number 4 is the boss, Rick Ross. Man, I fuck with Ross Hardbody. Like, I cop all his albums and shit. I don't listen to his mixtapes too much because I'm mostly an album guy and stuff. I just like to listen to albums. Even though official mixtapes be like albums with all original production, but I don't know. I just listen to albums more. So I cop not all his albums, but the last 4 to 5 albums I've been copping, and I got Rick at number 5 because Rick can make songs. He has some substance in it. He could rap and stuff. So I mess with Rick on that. Like, I think my favorite album by Rick Ross is I can't remember the name of that junk, but it was crazy. It came right before Hood Billionaire. I can't even remember the name. That's crazy like that. But his last album also, I like that album too. I thought that was extremely slept on and stuff. And that the Rich Forever mixtape, I did listen to that. That one was crazy also. That track with Nas, he went in. So I got Rick at number 4 on my top 5. My number 3, and I love this nigga right here, man. I fucks with him, no homo. My boy T.I. I got him at number 3. Now, my boy T.I., he gets it in. Like, songs, substance. I think he really has some real deep shit when you listen to it. Like, I copped his last album. I'm not talking about the EP that he just put out, but the last album and stuff, like, he has some tracks on there. I thought that album was slept on too. I can't deny that and stuff. It had some tracks on there. It did have some tracks that I didn't mess with and stuff, but it had some bangers on there and junk. I don't know what people be listening to. I thought that album, he should have at least went gold with it on his last album. But also, one of my other favorite albums by T.I. is Urban Legend and stuff. I like that album too. And my favorite song is by T.I. is on Trap Music. And it's that song, Computer Love Beat or something like that. Trying to tell you, son. I can't remember the name of that song, but that's my favorite track by T.I. of all time and stuff. He got some dope tracks on some other albums, but that's my favorite. Like, I keep that song on repeat all the time when I listen to it. Now, number two. Now this is gonna raise some eyebrows. Real talk, like people gonna be like, yo, how he even in your top 5? A Southern artist, but I'm going by my top 5 artists that I listen to on a consistent basis and stuff. This is not based on listening to judging the overall down south. They're just the artists that I like from the south that I listen to on repeat and stuff. And he would be number 1 on my list, but number 1, I'm gonna keep him there because he's nice and he could get busy lyrically. But number 2 on my top 5 is Silk the Shocker. Now my boy Silk, I started messing with Silk on Master P Ghetto Dope album. That's when I got introduced to Silk, and the song that put me on, that got me into Master P and No Limit was I Miss My Homies and stuff. My cousin just died and I related to that song and stuff. And then after listening to Silk on that album, I was like, no, let me go get Charger to the Game and let me check that out real quick. And after listening to Charger to the Game, like, yo, man, I don't know, that's my favorite album, man, by Silk. I went back and listened to it recently, like, yo, that album is a classic to me now. People be saying like, yo, Silk be rapping off beat and stuff and not even sounding right. He trash. When I listen to Silk, it's a science to him being off beat. Like, I don't hear him off beat to that extent. Like, I hear him rapping fast within the beat and whatever. It don't seem off beat to me when I listen to it. So, I mess with Silk, but the main reason I mess with Silk, and I probably rock with him more than I would rock with Tupac and stuff, because I relate to Silk. He's the only artist that I relate to the most and stuff. Like, people don't understand when you listen to Silk. Like, a lot of people don't know the real stuff that he be spitting and stuff. Like that song, I don't wanna be here if I don't gotta. That song right there, I relate to that. The song on My Road, My Way. Growing up, I never really had much. If I had, it was bad. If I ever had luck and stuff. And then you got, what's the Made Man? That album. Which song did I mess with? Ghetto Rain. He was like, if I'm happy for smiling, I'm just camouflaging my problem. So the only way I could solve them, if I grabbed the revolver, so I grabbed it and cocked it. I was gonna pop. I stopped. I forgot I was rich. What about everybody who's not rich? Like, I've been fucking with Silk on those tracks and stuff. And I think he was growing into an artist by My Road, My Way and rhyming on beat. I'm flowing on beat and stuff, but then after that album, he decided to cut it off. I was kind of disappointed because I was hoping that he would continue, and then this was before Wayne even started doing the Squad Up mixtapes. I thought Silk the Shocker had the chance to grow as a lyricist with My Road, My Way and carrying on, but he decided to stop after that, and that was the end of his career and stuff from that point on. Now, my number 1 favorite Southern artist of all time. Now, there's some discrepancy because a lot of people don't tend to think that this part of the country, this state is not part of the South. Virginia is part of the South. And, I had to go on Wikipedia, go on Google and research this real quick, but it's a part of the South. And my number 1 rapper from the South is Pusha T and stuff. Like, at the beginning, I didn't fuck with the clips when they first came out and stuff. I just felt as though like, it's another drug dealer rapper and stuff. He just, talking the same old shit that I heard. I got tired of Jay-Z by that time and stuff when they came out and stuff. But I started, I would hear the songs. I wasn't really impressed with grinding and stuff, But then like Mr. Me Too came out. I'm like, all right, I like that track right there. You know, I played it, but I didn't really start getting into Pusha T until I heard that song Alone in Vegas. And when I was listening to the bars and the lyrics, I was like, yo, this nigga is really nice, man. Like, he'll put a lot of niggas on the East Coast to shame, man. Like, Pusha get it in lyrically. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Like, he's one of the top lyricists today. I think he's number 2. I think he's behind Kendrick only because of due to substance and stuff. Like, you know, Kendrick would touch on a lot of other subjects besides Pusha. Pusha would dabble. He's starting to grow a little bit into it. I just don't think he haven't made like a good substance record yet, but he's trying and stuff. So I got Pusha number 1 now. He don't have no classic albums. I think My Name is a good album. It's a lot of features on there, but you know, I think it's a good album. I love it and stuff. I copped his last album that he just came out with. My favorite song on that track is with Pusha T. I mean, not Pusha T. I mean, that track with Beanie Sigel. I think he went in on that track and stuff. So, you know, I pay attention to the lyrics and stuff. And, you know, it's like you appreciate it when you catch it. Like, whoa, that's what he said? That's what he meant by that? Yeah, that's ill, man. How the heck he come up with that? So, you know, that's how I feel, and that's my top 5 Southern artists of all time and stuff. And, you know, it's Mr. Crack. Let me know what you think. Let me know your top 5. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube page, Mr. Crack 15. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. And this is my new mixtape blog. And let me know how y'all feel. What's your top 5? Let me know from the South and shit. So we're going to get it moving on to the next subject. 1.